Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bureau. It's been a while, Landon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's been almost a month since we had Bubbles on here. Before that, I think we had Keegan on here, and a lot of stuff has happened since the last time we've met. So, who better to bring on here than two of the G-men, Keegan Sell and Eric Geddes? How you doing, fellas?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm good. Rick?
Great, man.
Great to have you guys in the studio, man. It's been a long season, huh?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, one of our coaches posted something about us at Mount Union in early July.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a long season.
That's what, 6 months almost?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy. It was getting pretty chilly out at them games out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, before Harrison Central, we had snow on our practice field.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure it never feels long enough, though.
no, it goes fast.
It does.
It goes super fast once you get to the end.
We had our soccer awards last night, and it's been like a month since the soccer season, but it reminded me, even though
Kind of like a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not going to play again.
Mm-hmm.
But so, you guys, I know we talked about this with you last time, Keegan. Most winningest class. It was possible if you guys went 10-0 in the regular season, and that you guys did. Not even that, but you went 12-0. So, Rick, I talked to Keegan about this already, but how's it feel to be the most winningest class right after your senior friends broke it last year?
Yeah, it was big. I thought that was one of our goals. So just accomplishing it as a team, that was just very nice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. Not only did you guys beat the most winningest record, but also you tied the most wins in a season record with 12, was it, right?
Yeah.
You tied the 2021 season record with Anthony Dema and Brody Swiganski and all them fellas.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about that until, honestly, like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that, but yeah.
Because it was a pretty record-breaking year for the G-men.
Mm-hmm.
Keegan, you broke a couple records. You broke your own tackle record, right?
Yep.
And then you broke the career tackle record held by Jesse Grace.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It feels good. I talked to Jesse earlier in the season about it, and he said, I don't want anyone else to break it but you. So, that meant a lot to me. But yeah, it was something I definitely thought about coming into senior year for sure. It was just exciting. I was able to do my job, and that came from it. So,
yeah, that's sweet. Rick, one thing that we noticed this year was definitely an increase in the pass plays and the passing game. It was so much more efficient than we've seen in years past. Even when Brody Swiganski was out here, you could just tell the connection between you, Leo, Deacon, Beanie at times. How was it getting that passing game going?
Yeah, it was good. That was one of the focuses, too, that Coach Mosier wanted on the season.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just got a memory on, Snapchat memories from a year ago today, and we were back at the practice field and we're throwing routes. So just to get out and work and, accomplish and see the work we put in pay off is just a great feeling.
Yeah, that's sweet. It's so great because so much of the G-men football team is smash mouth football. It's run it right up the gut, and you're gonna win physically. So I feel like that's such a reason that the passing worked, because they're so scared of it on the ground, and then boom, you go over the top. There's Leo for a 75-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So it was cool watching that. That's what the people love to see,
No, you're right about that too. I think at one point, you were 18 touchdowns for 2 interceptions, and the first 2 picks came in the first 2 weeks, and then you didn't throw one again until our last game. But we were kind of just throwing the ball around at that point. But.
Hey, I thought the last game was a good one to watch. I know obviously it's not the way you want to go out, but I don't think that you guys made it easy for them by any means.
That was something that's helped. I've talked to a couple of our coaches. I think that's definitely helped us out with the process of it being over. This might be one of the first years, at least since we've been here, that we can say we didn't give up about the whole thing. We were still fighting, grinding 5-yard plays out as much as we possibly could, and might have been fighting a little too hard. Aiden Kissel got ejected.
Did he?
But, yeah.
How did I miss that? What's the story there?
He's just jumping on kids, and when he gets down by the back of their babies and stuff,
Eat mode on kids for
he would dance on kids.
Yeah.
So I'd say, but that, I would say the G-men had fun. I had fun that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can say games we've lost in prior years, I can easily say it sucked. I hated it. But I had fun that game.
Yeah.
No matter what. So
Yeah. One thing I noticed, they didn't have. When you come into a football game, at least from a spectator's view, it's you can tell when a team's going to run you, you can, first play of the game, they break off for 60 yards, you're yeah, this is going to be a rough one. But I don't think they had that, at all with you guys. They didn't have very many explosive plays. It felt like they had to earn every yard that they got.
Yeah, and I mean later throughout the game they had a couple 50-yard runs or whatnot. But I mean especially the first quarter or two. I mean they had a good punt return. They didn't return for a touchdown. It was a good punt return. Really set their drive going. But I mean everything they had was, they had to grind out yards, and I mean we made them earn it. So.
Yeah, I mean it was honestly fun to watch. I mean you could, because it's easy to give up. I mean like when you're losing and you know that it might be your final game of the season, it's easy to lose hope and not play as hard. But it didn't feel like you guys did that at all. So that was a good game to watch from a spectator's view.
Do you guys travel in your uniforms?
Mm-hmm.
Is that uncomfortable?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. Landon, you're band president. What's your take on this?
Well, in the summer it sucks because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But once it gets later in the year, it's not as bad, in my opinion.
Whew, those band buses get a little musty sometimes. But towards the end of the year, it's actually pretty nice having your full warm up.
Yeah.
Your full uniform on. But yeah,
Because you guys take those, I don't want to call them vans, but the stuff for your equipment. Don't
yeah,
you?
we have a separate van for all the drums, the tubas, the quads,
Yeah.
all that
I
stuff.
can't even imagine trying to pile in 2 buses or something. With
Yeah.
that.
I mean, the last game, or the game against Harrison Central, that one was a rough one because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, let's talk about that, the busing situation. So if you didn't know, we had a game 2 weeks ago. Well, the G-Men football team had a game down in Harrison Central, which is like 10 minutes out of West Virginia. So it was about a 2-hour bus ride. And, I guess 2.5-hour bus ride, 2-hour car ride.
Yeah.
So, bus time adds a few minutes. But how was that trip for you guys? What was the plan there?
You want to take this one, Rick?
Yeah, you got it, Rick.
Well, we knew it was going to be long, so the coaches put together a plan. We got Subway, so we stopped halfway, try to make it as much like normal as possible because it was the first time we traveled like 2.5 hours away, so we weren't used to it. So they just try to make it normal, like it was like if we're playing like around here, like home game.
Right.
So we stopped like halfway into it, and then the coaches said like when you're done eating, like you got an hour left, so this is like the time to like get your mind right and everything, because you didn't want to be screwing around. Like the first half, you talk whatever, do whatever you want, but the second half, that was like the lock-in part, like get your mind right and everything. But I'd say it was smooth. I mean, I didn't have a problem. I don't think any of the other kids had a problem either.
Yeah.
So
I know you guys took a bus at what, like 1 o'clock? You left at 1 o'clock, which is abnormal for, Friday night football games because you're not used to going 2.5 hours out.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some of the JV players had to pile on the band bus.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was a full effort to get everyone down there, but I thought it was cool actually going so far away, and their facility was super nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys thought so too.
Well, I think that entire week, like the game included and all, was probably the most fun I've ever had in a week of football.
Yeah.
I mean, even like that was the week when it was like 20 degrees outside and there's
Yeah.
snow. But I think that's what made it so much fun because like if you're just sitting around being miserable, you're gonna freeze your ass off and
Right.
you're gonna be uncomfortable. So I mean, we had fun. We were playing with snowballs and stuff. What are you laughing for, buddy? Playing with snowballs at practice and stuff. It just made the week fun.
Yeah.
And we were excited to go.
Hey, when you're having fun, I know a lot of times that's when you're playing the best. But yeah, I thought their facility was super nice. I thought it was really cool that we marched in there and gave them a whooping,
Yeah.
It was nice to see that there were actually so many fans from our town there too.
Yeah.
Made that drive.
The away stands were pretty much full. I don't know how often that happens, like in that school in general, but from 2.5 hours away, I think that kind of speaks for the G-Men faithful.
Yeah.
Did you see the sign they had in their student section? It was Garfield the cat.
Yeah.
It said like, "Who is this? You or something?"
Yeah, we actually took a picture of it.
Oh, jeez, I want to see it too.
That's good stuff. No, but they had an NFL press box up there. They
Oh,
had,
no, it was gorgeous.
The glass screens,
Like
with
over that cliff with the sunset and everything.
this U with the Garfield cat.
Yeah.
Man, the Garfield cat really came in and gave them a run for their money.
Yeah.
How was that game for you guys? Knowing that you march into a town 2.5 hours away, it seems like you guys came out. It was 14-0 in the first minute and a half.
Yeah.
You guys had 2 big plays right off the rip. I was pretty bummed about that one because the band didn't even get off the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We had a run out to.
Yeah.
What were we even doing? Did you just break it down?
Birds
We just-
chirping.
Yeah, we just broke it down. And we ran out.
Crickets.
'Cause we were all waiting out there, and we're like, should we wait for the band? We're like, yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
Like, and then they was
So you
like,
saw their fireworks and stuff, then, right?
Yeah, their fireworks.
that was the most
smoke
excited
machine.
I think
Yeah.
we've ever been in a season. Like,
Oh my
they sort
God.
of light those fireworks off the light
They
show
got
and
they got the
everything.
wrong team excited.
Yeah.
We saw explosions. Yeah.
No.
No, it was good stuff. I loved. it sucks because once you get off the bus, you have to wait like another 15 minutes for the drums to get their stuff unpacked and the tubas to get everything ready. So it's like I was just ready to get off the bus and play, but that's not how it works. But I was excited watching them fireworks and smoke machines.
Yeah.
I was talking to Keegan about this. Eric, you ever seen that like Cam Newton video where he's playing the Arizona Cardinals in the wild card or the championship? And he's watching the other team run out through smoke and fireworks. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking of you guys when you started playing. But obviously they got you excited because you ripped them. Yeah. I don't think it was really close ever.
No, I mean, well, we had a fantastic week of preparation for that game too. I remember we knew based off where the running back was lined up, we knew exactly what play they were going to run. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they basically had zero running offense. They passed the ball pretty well on us, but I mean, they turned their offense one dimensional. Anytime you do that, it basically shuts them down. So we were just really prepared for that game. We were excited, and that might have been the best we played all year.
I think it was because I remember watching that game, and I remember from before the playoffs started, everyone saying we're going to go meet Perry, and then that's when the G-men are going to meet their downfall. But I was watching this game, I was like, who knows, man? The G-men look good. Yeah. If they play like this, anything's possible. But obviously, you can never underestimate an opponent. Perry was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I think that was the best they played all year too.
Yeah.
On film, they look good. Don't get me wrong, but on film, we're watching them. We're like, this team isn't anything special.
Yeah.
And they gave it to us. Yeah.
No, but I think out of all my years in the band, 5 years, this was probably my favorite year to watch football.
Really?
It makes me wonder if you guys would play the 2021 team, how that matchup would.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. They had some dogs on the line.
Yeah.
Riley Laporte, Austin Roman, Peyton Yancey, all those guys. So it'd be cool to watch you guys try to battle it out.
Yeah.
I have a question for Landon.
Keegan's
go ahead.
the podcaster.
Yeah. What does it mean to be the band president?
So, there's 5 officers. There's the president, vice president, crew chief, manager, and librarian. And the president just kind of keeps everything in line. Mm-hmm. They whistle everybody to attention, when we're parading or when we're about to do a performance. They get to direct the alma mater at pregame, and then if Mr. Sabula is not there, they kind of just run rehearsal.
Yeah.
Don't let this guy fool you, dude. This is probably the best band president, at least I've seen.
Well, that was my next question. What does it mean to you?
There you go.
Not what the title means.
Then
what does it mean?
It.
Yeah.
Oh, just making sure everyone's doing their part so that the band can be the best it can be.
Man, this guy's humble, dude.
Right,
I was talking to Mr. Sabula, and at least in my 5 years, Landon's the best band president that we've ever had. But Mr. Sabula said in his entire teaching and band director career, Landon's probably up there with the best in the Hall of Fame with the band presidents. Because not only does Landon do all the stuff that he just talks about, but he makes sure that he's the first person in every time, the last person to leave.
Yeah.
Landon's written countless pieces of music for us. Half the stand tunes you would hear in our last football game, they were composed by Landon. So it's I don't know what other band president has that dedication. But this guy's a monster. Don't let him fool you.
I always see pictures of him at the halftime show, really getting into it too. I love that. That's awesome.
That's the best part.
The passion is unmatched.
Yeah.
I know everyone in the stands, or you'll talk to him, they'll be like, it's not hard to find Landon out there on the halftime show because you see him jumping around.
He's having a good time,
climbing the lights and stuff. So.
Also, I like to make sure that the band is a good environment for everyone, so that everyone feels welcome.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Look at this guy.
It's just it's the stuff you wouldn't normally think about. Because it's easy to be in a leadership position and just do your job, But I think Landon goes above and beyond with that, and he's done countless things to ensure that the band had a good season.
Yeah.
And I remember last year we graduated so many seniors, we were worried about how the band was going to sound this year. But I think thanks to Landon and everyone putting in the effort, it ended up being a good season.
I thought you guys were phenomenal.
Yeah.
We love the band, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but we had the Pigskin Review, which was where we get together and we play all of our songs from the year. And the whole football team showed up. I mean, K through 12 was there. Mm-hmm. That was cool seeing you guys out in the stands.
It was cool seeing youth kids there too. We had no idea they were going to be there.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool because our job is to always go with the football team and support you guys. Mm-hmm. So it was cool seeing Mr. Mosier and the whole football team out there.
Mosier was excited about it.
Yeah, he was.
He was talking about it all week.
His daughter was there. It was he invited the family. It was great, man. But speaking of leadership position, Eric, we talked about it a little bit, but you were kind of the leader on offense this year. What did it mean to you to be able to be the quarterback behind this this team and create such big plays and make the season so exciting to watch?
Yeah, it's obviously a big spot. I mean, because I'd say Keegan's like more the defensive guy, and I'd say I'm more the offensive guy. So just to split off, and I'd say we're good leaders, obviously. I mean, in all of our sports that we play. So I'd say just splitting off, knowing that he's got the defense and I'll take the offense. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot easier, I'd say, than to have to do both. Yeah. I'd say if he has to do both or if I have to do both. So I thought I did a good job, and I thought he did a great job too. I mean,
yeah, no, that's it. It's a very good point because so many times in high school you have one standout player who kind of has to control both sides of the ball, no breaks. I mean, which you guys didn't get very many breaks anyways, but it's kind of nice to pass that torch off when it's your side of the ball. But speaking of other sports, Rick, you're committed to where are you committed for baseball?
Ohio Dominican.
Right. So how does it feel knowing that you get to come into this baseball season already committed, just kind of play for fun and for the G-Men this year?
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot easier because, I mean, the recruiting process is hard. I mean, and obviously I'm not a lot. Like, I'm not like D1, big D1, having like all these like 25 offers or anything. So, I mean, it's still difficult to like pick, and I'm sure Keegan feels the same way. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's hard, and just to know that you can like relax. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. You can just go out and play the sport that you love. I mean, that's the biggest part, I'd say. Just to know that you're already there. I mean, you still have to put in the work, so it's not going to get any easier. But just to know that you're already like committed and you have like a home for the next 4 years. I mean, that's just the big part.
That's sweet.
I think it's more stressful than people realize.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of like worrying about the time's running out. When I gotta have this signed up. When am I eligible for this and stuff. There's a lot that goes into it.
I mean, even not playing sports in college or not planning on it. I mean, like we have to start registering. I mean, back in August for next year's semester. So I can't even imagine all that extra paperwork and people you have to talk to.
Yeah,
it's insane. I mean, Landen, you auditioned for the Kent State Music School, and you're planning on auditioning for the OSU Music School, right?
Yeah, at the beginning of December, and then I'm gonna apply to Akron University too.
I mean, so already 10 months in advance, and you have to be worrying about audition pieces and. You have to be worrying about the next 4 years of your life before your senior year is even close to over. So, I mean, it's a whole process. But you guys, I mean, you'll be a part of it for the next 4 years. I think it's great. I mean, I've been going to Hiram and, using their facilities and stuff, and I think it's cool seeing, like, all the kids there play sports. I mean, there's such a bad connotation with D3 sports, which I just don't understand because it's like, you get an opportunity to go play the sport that you've played for the last 4 years, and you want to play for the rest of your life. So it's an opportunity to play with the team for another 4 years. And I think any division, I mean, even if you're going JUCO or wherever you're going, I think it's a cool opportunity.
Yeah, I actually posted something about that last night on my story. Like, it was like a post on Instagram, and I reposted it to my story. It was like, it doesn't matter if you're D1, D2, D3, like JUCO, NAI. You're just playing like the sport that you love.
Yeah,
and you played growing up.
I did see that.
So
I mean, it's just. It's cool. I mean, I'd gladly go to like Hiram College and play soccer for the next 4 years, or even if like I talked to Timmy Summer there, he might wrestle for him next year. It's just because it's something.
Enjoy
the
experience too. You know what I mean, so many kids don't get that opportunity to go to college and do those sort of things.
Right.
So I mean, you might as well enjoy it and have fun while you do it.
Yeah. So we'll be looking for you guys in the headlines as you get through the rest of your high school careers. Keegan, you're going to be wrestling now.
Yep.
Next question.
Yep.
But reigning state champ, care to comment?
Come on.
No. There's nothing to say. I'm ready for wrestling season to be over.
I haven't even started
practice. I haven't even gone to practice yet.
Practice.
I haven't even gone to practice yet. No. It's just it's so long.
Hey, just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you have to go after it.
I think the only thing I should say about that is I think Deacon Summer's really excited to get back into wrestling. I think he can't wait.
He has been talking about it a lot.
He talks about it a lot. I've seen him wearing wrestling.
I don't even
shirts
talk to Deacon that much, and I hear him talking about it.
Next time you see him, ask him if he's excited for wrestling.
We actually went golfing last night, and he tried to wrestle me. Are you kidding me?
He's ready to go. Watch out for Deacon Summer this year, dude.
No, he's gonna be on a tear.
He's got 2 chips on his shoulder. He's ready to go. But no, it's cool getting into the new seasons. Rick's gonna be preparing for baseball, Keegan with wrestling, and then track in the spring.
Yep.
So that's a good thing for the recruitment process.
Yeah.
I know Anthony Demo ran track his senior year, and it helped him get into Ashland. So it's a cool thing. Multi-sport athlete.
Are you running again this year?
Plan on it.
Good.
Been my theory is if you hit nothing but legs, then you should be fast, right?
I think that'll work.
Yeah, seems right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
I
what,
guess.
Makes
that's what I
sense.
think. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys do. Landon, you too, man. I mean, you're just as good at what you do as these guys are at what they do. So
Are you gonna be president one day? Just be honest.
Hey, if music doesn't work out, I guess I'll go for it.
this guy, his plan B is president.
Oh my god.
But,
the greatest plan B of all time, buddy.
Humble beginnings, man.
Yeah.
But it was great having you guys on the show. Thanks for walking us through the rest of the football season and what's to come. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you guys soon. I'm sure they'll see you in the headlines if they don't see you around. So
All right.
thanks
you.
for joining us.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us on.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Beyond the Bureau. Hopefully we'll be getting out some more episodes to you guys. We plan on talking about Lana, what do we plan on talking about?
We got Camp Fitch next week, so we might get some of the counselors together after that and talk about how the trip was.
Little review.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basketball season's coming up. I don't know how likely it is, but I was thinking about getting Andrew Oleski on here, Coach Oleski.
Oh, careful.
Be cool. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and have a good one, and go G-Men.